Hi guys, so today we are going to talk about microbiology and biotechnology. So we are focusing on microorganisms. Let me start by defining microorganisms. Microorganisms are organisms that are small to be seen with our naked eye. A light microscope or an electron microscope is used to view microorganisms. Let me define what a microscope is. A microscope is an instrument used to view microscopic organisms such as bacteria, fungi, or a virus. Microorganisms are found everywhere in the world, like in air, soil, or plants and animals. There are millions of organisms that live on our body. Most of us have microscopic mites living in our eyes, lashes, nose, ears, to mention a few. They feed on dead cell and oil secretion. Microorganisms are used to make products like beer, wine. Some are used in genetic engineering to increase the production of useful genes. We'll talk about genetic engineering as a topic later, but let me define what is genetic engineering. Genetic engineering refers to the transfer of gene from one organism to another. A gene is a unit of heredity that carries information from one generation to the next generation. Some may cause disease in humans, life, and crop plants. Organisms that cause disease are called pathogens. Microorganisms play an important role in the ecology. We'll talk about ecology during ecosystem. Without them, the land would be littered with rotting carcasses. These microorganisms, they act as decomposers. We are now moving on to characteristics of microorganisms. They are very tiny and microscopic. They are measured in micrometer or nanometer. There are 1000 micrometers in a millimeter. There are 1000 nanometer in a micrometer. I'm just giving you a hint about microscope, about how microscope reads. They are unicellular. When we say unicellular, we mean they are made up of single cell. Only one cell that made them. Microorganisms are able to carry out all the function of life like production, reproduction, respiration, growth, excretion, sensitivity to the environment, nutrition and movement, except only for virus, because it is not able to live independently. They contain genetic material usually in the form of DNA. They reproduce quickly. There is no male or female in microorganisms. Types of microorganisms. There are three main types of microorganisms, namely virus, bacteria, and fungi. We will explain each by each. Let me start explaining virus. Viruses are microorganisms, but scientists do not include them in the classification. This is because they are not able to live independently. They need other organisms to reproduce. Viruses are much smaller than bacteria. They range from 200 to 300 nanometer. They are 0.02 to 0.3 micrometer in diameter. This means they are very, 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 very small. They are made up of genetic materials. This can be either DNA or RNA. RNA plays a crucial role in converting genetic information from DNA to proteins. RNA acts as a messenger. A protective layer called capsid surrounds the genetic material of a virus. The capsid is made up of identical parts called capsomas. A capsoma is identical part of the capsid. Viruses that cause disease in bacteria are called bacteriophage. Let me show you the structure of virus so that it can make sense to you. This is the structure of a virus when you view it on a microscope. You can see it contains a genetic material inside and a protein coat outside. That protein coat, it gives shape to the virus. It protects and shields the genetic materials. As you can see, the genetic materials is inside the protein coat. Okay. The genetic material. The genetic material, it carries instructions. It carries genetic instructions. That genetic material, it replicates. It makes more copies of itself inside the host. It hijacks the host. It takes over the host cells' resources to make more viruses. That is what a virus did. Let us move on to bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular. When you say unicellular, we mean they are made up of single cell. Bacteria, they are saprotroph, meaning they feed on dead plants and animals. They are often parasites causing harm to the host. Most of them reproduce by single cell division called binary fusion. That is what bacteria did to reproduce. Binary fusion refers to simple reproduction where the DNA of one cell replicates and cells split to make two cells. The DNA duplicates, so each cell course is the same DNA as the original cell. In some bacteria, this can take as little as 20 minutes. Bacteria need moisture to survive. Most bacteria prefer slightly alkaline condition of pH 7 and temperature of 24 to 45 degrees. They need a suitable food resource to live on an adequate oxygen. Let me show you the structure of a bacteria. This is the structure of a bacteria. As you can see, it has cell wall, cytoplasm, bacterial chromosomes, plasmid, capsule, and a flagellum. A capsule. Let me